A solitary worm. The heat of the sun was too much. There was no wind, not a single leaf of the tree was moving. It was not under the trees, but the shadow was cast like a melting darkness. I felt as if the whole world was inert, so I stopped walking and just sat under the shade of a tree. I just sat thinking, let's see how long this forest will remain like this. Imagining that the forest is a wonderful romance seemed like a big headache. For now, I felt that there was no difference between the forest and the desert. A 23 moth rose up from under me and walked on the leaves making a clucking sound. After the moth moved and went somewhere under the leaves, I sat looking at the pile of leaves without noticing anything else. A leaf curled up on the leaves caught my attention. He wondered why this one curled up among so many leaves, and that curl was not like a leaf curled up once in a while it was growing. It was as if the beady had been coiled tightly. I took the leaf that was curled up and examined it. The leaves were folded up and down again to prevent them from unraveling and tied like a package. Slowly unrolled. Even though the curl on the leaf was dry, the inside was still fresh, and I eagerly opened it to see what might be inside. When the coil was unrolled, it became a whole leaf without a knot. It was the leaf of the tree I was sitting on. I guessed that maybe someone like me who was bored and sitting in the shade of this tree had rolled a leaf like this and threw it away without any work to do. But let's see where it fell. The other two beaders are lying, but if you open them to see if there is anything in them, they are also empty. Well, thinking that this is the work of some lazy person, I threw it away. But when I looked around, I saw that there were many beaders lying around. So this is not the work of humans. Some bird or worm is busy cutting this leaf and making a bed. For what use has this book been conducted? I have never heard that neither animals, nor birds, nor insects, pick up leaves and make a bed when they are bored. If so, some creature must be doing this business with some secret purpose. What could be? I examined every leaf and branch of the banyan tree where I was sitting. I knew I saw some lazy worm or insect there. Every branch of the whole tree was shaken well like a sparrow to see if anything would fall down or fly away. There was no sign of any living thing again except for a couple of beaders that were caught somewhere among the leaves. No matter how much I thought, nothing came to mind. But how to leave this and go home? A man sitting under a tree grumbling about being bored suddenly faced a great secret puzzle. Decided to take some beaders and put them in my pocket and show them to Belawadi, a friend. There was a small notice to open and inspect many fields along with Belawadi. A worm as small as a hair was crawling inside a beader. The worm was so small that it was not possible for it to open the leaf by itself and sit inside. If so, some insect is laying eggs and making nests. In the heat of withering the green leaf, the egg breaks and the chick comes out and eats the leaf and grows. Aren't they? So then, the egg must be somewhere inside the leaves. Because the egg is so small, we can't see it. We carefully unwrapped some leaves and placed them under the microscope. At the tip of the leaf fold was a single yellow egg inside each beader. Half relieved to discover that it was the deliberate work of some worm there. But what is this job? Part 2 continues.